Hello everybody, and welcome to the second installment in Ninja Paradise. Today we're going to be looking at Stage 1. We're going to have 12 competitors taking on the course and hoping to do what last tournament they could not. We had a couple competitors clearing last tournament, making it onto the second stage, and it looked promising. But sadly, they all came up short one by one, all fell off. Just couldn't make the cut to stage 3. Coming up just barely short, with the first place spot going to Sane the Legend, who failed the polls. Today we have a brand new 12 who are going to do their best to move on and win the entire competition. So here we go. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, because the horses are out of the gate. First up, we have a popcorn Kernel. This is his first appearance. Very new to jumping, not really the kind of thing he likes to associate himself with, but I blackmailed him, so here he is. He's on to the candy cane doorknobs, and he makes it across just barely. Resets the swing disc bullshit, and he falls off. Alright, so next up we have King Sparkety. This is his first appearance. I'd like to note that this tournament took place quite a bit of time ago, so Kink has improved drastically since this appearance. But here he goes. He's onto the candy canes. You gotta get those tight crouches in there, and he does not. Alright, next up we have an epic Reshiram. He's doing his little intro. Anyway, so we have an epic Reshiram. He's hits the trampoline and gets off the first obstacle. Now he's on to the candy cane. This is a simple obstacle, just got to make those tight jumps. I believe an epic failed this in the last tournament. I don't have the results in front of me, but I do believe that's where he went out. Alright, now he's lining up for the flipper doodle. And here he goes. He's going to the fourth, and he's across. This is definitely his best performance. He's onto the jump hang. And he lands it. Oh, he flies off the back. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Next up, we have Drunken Dr. Chronic. And apparently that's him right there. He just ran by the other dude. Alright, so Chronic's jumping onto the candy cane. These are not that hard of jumps, but you know, Chronic's taking it pretty well. He's a big fan of puzzle maps, not really into jumping though. But he's on to the jump hang. And he lands. So far he's in first place. Can he make it across? Just gotta jump onto the bar. Oh, he overjumps it. Flies off. Next up we got Rog. He's since changed his gamer tag, but when he did this he was called Rog, so we're calling him Rog. This is his second appearance. Last tournament I believe he failed the candy canes, along with a couple other people. Alright, here he goes. And there he goes. He's on to the second obstacle. First obstacle's not that hard. I don't think anyone's ever going to fail it. But, oh, there he goes. And onto the flipper doodle. Alright, here we go, Rog. I believe in you. Take me to the final stage. Alright, jumps on to the jump. Oh, he comes up short. He's trying to jump back. Oh, falls into the water. Alright, so next up we have Siren, also known as Chris. He's up there jacking off, jacking away. Here we go. Chopping that tree down, if you know what I mean. Chris failed the jump hang in the last tournament by over jumping the trampoline. And so he's looking to redeem himself in this second tournament. Big into jumping, you know. Great at what it is that he does. And he gets straight past the flipper doodle. And lands the jump hang. He's going at a pretty good pace right now. But he just gotta make sure he doesn't slip up. We saw it happen to a lot of people in the last tournament. They'd be having a good pace, but then they just slip up in one spot and they'd go out. Alright, so here goes Chris. On to the second pipe, third, and the fourth, and then the dismount. It was a tricky obstacle in the last tournament. It's harder in this one, actually. And Chris is onto the warped wall. This in the last tournament caused Flame to fail, but Chris gets up it in one. Oh, a little bit of lag there. And by a little bit, I mean a shit ton. Alright, so now he's going down the Tarzan swing and barely makes it onto the rope ladder. He's climbing up, and as long as nothing goes wrong, he's gonna make it to the finish line. Wow, what a jackass. Fuck you too. What a dildo. Get out of here, dildo. Next up, we have Flame Vortex 03. This is his second appearance. In the last tournament, he timed up on the very last obstacle. It was pretty rough. I hated to see him go out this way. So we all know he can clear. It's just all about will he clear. He's on to the second obstacle. Flame's making these jumps. Flame's got a solid skill set under him. He's just got to make sure that he can apply it and perform under the pressure. Ooh, almost slips off there. He's having a little bit of a rough run right there. I don't know how that's gonna affect him throughout the rest of the run, but hopefully it doesn't affect him at all. He's on the jump hang and he makes it across. All right, and he's on to the pipes. I believe he had a very close call on this obstacle in the last tournament. Ooh, and he doesn't crouch, therefore not making it up the rest of the obstacle. Next up we have Ripto9866, I believe he showed up in King Sparkady's tournament, and that might be it. Oh yeah, he was in Spartan Sasuke 5, but this was actually before most of that. And he's going on. He's going very slow, but he's got a pretty solid run going, I guess. He's not falling, but he is going very slow, taking too long to line himself up for everything. Alright, lands on the jump hang, jumps to the right one, and jumps to the forward one, and onto the pipe and off. He's very solid, but again, very slow. And time has been Ripto's downfall many times. Save jumping on each of these again, not helping his time. Ripto's gonna have to really pick it up, or he's gonna be boned in the ass. Alright, and oh, he's not up the warped wall in one. And he's just barely up it in two. He's really running out of time here. But he should be able to clear. He's going very slow, but he should be able to clear. Oh, let's not talk about that one. Anyway, next is Double Ump. His second appearance last tournament. He I don't know. He did a run. I think he failed the pipes. And here he goes onto the doorknobs. Resets the flipperdoodle to the second one, then to the fourth one, and to the dismount. Very solid jumps. Takes it to the jump hang, save jumps, and lands there. Alright. And he's onto the pipes. Onto the first. Another save jump. Save jump in all of these. Definitely taking it careful. This is where he failed in the last tournament. Doesn't want to fall there again. And quick jumps off the last. Alright, so now he's running towards the warp wall. And, whoa, flies up it. The way only Ump can, I guess. And he's onto the Tarzan swing. Press is the button. And he's across and lands. Alright. He's just got to climb up, and he should have plenty enough time to clear the stage. And there he goes. Alright. So, next up, after we, just look at him for a couple seconds, apparently. Alright, yeah, very cool, very cool. My dick's hard, don't worry. Next up is Clever Alchemist. Was known as scope-sided in the last tournament, made it to the Salmon Ladder, so definitely high hopes for this guy's run. Doing his intro, little backwards plasma pistol nonsense. Right, here we go. Any day now. I'm not a fan of intros, but whatever. You do you. Hits the trampoline and gets across. Alright. Now he's on to the candy cane. Hits the first one. The second one. Oh, slips off. Jesus. Nice save right there. Definitely cutting it close, he is. And he's off of it. Saves up a little bit of time with the dismount. Onto the flipper doodle. And he gets across it pretty well. And he's onto the jump hang. He had trouble with this in practice, I believe. And he's across to the other side. Save jumping. Manages to quick jump off and onto the bar to the other side. Alright. And he's onto the pipes. To the fourth one. Definitely speeds his way through that. He's definitely on time, on par to make a good time and get back to the second stage. He says that he really wants to make it to the third stage this time around. Does his janky warped wall thing. Presses the button. Victory is in sight for I almost said scope for Alchemist. He's taking a bit of time here, but I think he's fine. Ooh, jumps off way too early. Oh, smacked his forehead. Alright, here we have DHG Fireball. Yeah, that sucks about Alchemist. DHG Fireball, second appearance last tournament. He made second place by reaching the flying chute in the second stage, coming up just short and breaking his ribs off of the dismount platform. But right now he's already onto the jump hang. He's on a blistering pace right now. Hits the bar onto the other side. Alright, here comes Fireball, ready to wreck the home. Onto the second one. Slows down a little bit here. Alright, onto the warped wall. Here we go, Fireball. The hype is real for the Fireball train. And he's up it in one. Very nice. Across through the Tarzan swing. Presses the button. Here he goes. And he's across. Very good by Fireball. There he goes. Onto the button. Wastes a little bit of time, but then press the button. Clears with the fastest time of about 12 seconds. Next up we have Sane the Legend, placed first in the last tournament by reaching the poles, and definitely a top pick to get first place and make it to the third stage. And Sane whizzes across the first obstacle. Very nice by Sane. A little bit of erratic camera, but I just get so excited sometimes. Save jumps on that second one a couple times. A little bit nervous. But makes quick work of it the way Satan can when he wants. Alright, he's on to the flipper doodle. It's the second and the fourth. The obstacle barely moves onto his feet. And he's onto the jump hang. Lands on the first part. Just gotta get the rest of it. Oh! Sane doesn't get quite the landing he hoped for. He slipped off. Let's just take one closer look at it. He gets the frog jump over there and lands, but just probably should have saved him. It's rough for Sane. Alright, so far we have Chris clearing with 7 seconds, I'm clearing with 5 seconds, and Fireball clearing with 14 seconds. Alright, see you in the next episode. Have a good night.